Hello, dear class members. How are you doing today? In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful open Zara cap. Look at the top part. It looks open. There's nothing on top, no fabric on top except for this three-step ring right here. And take a look at the back. So beautiful. And this is another beautiful way you can use your crinoline to embellish your Zara cap. And this cap also has elastic. It means that it is one size fits all. You don't have to be worried about head circumference, head size. I will show you the measurement and everything. The truth is, this Zara cap was sent to me by someone that she wants me to make for her. And when I tried this, like I always do, I'll just look at the design and say, this design is fine. And my class members will always want something that is really nice, coming from their class captain, because I always got you. So let's go quickly into how I made this beautiful open Zara cap. These are the materials you're going to be needing for this design. The top on the list is your marco, and this marco here is 2 inches and the length is 18 inches long. If you're comfortable to make your marco higher than this, that's fine, but 18 inches length is okay. And you just need a piece of fabric here, which I'm going to be measuring. You notice that the fabric I'm using is not plenty. So this means that you can even use your off-cut fabrics to make this design. So the length of this fabric here is 26 inches, and the width is 5 inches. This is more than 5 inches. I'm going to cut out these edges away. So I measured my 5 inches from this point that has the holes. So this is 5 inches. So 5 inches by 26 inches length. And also you're going to be needing your boning. There is this sewable boning. You can use it. If it is not strong enough, you can double it. But this is the plastic boning. So you can try both and see the one that works for you or that is firmer. Now I'm going to be showing you the measurements of these 3 pieces because they are going to be in layers. And this is the longest. And the length of this one here is 25 inches long. Okay. And this one here, I think this is the next one. Yes, this is the next length. This here is 21 inches long, and then the smallest size is 17 inches long. Now those are the rings that you're going to be using for this design. Now this applique or this embellishment here is just to design the front of your marco so that it looks beautiful. Don't forget, this is an open Zara cap, and we are going to be needing trimmings, and these trimmings are going to be used to wrap the boning. You don't want to have your boning exposed like this, so you need to cover it with a matching color of your fabric, except if you like a bit of contrast, that's also fine. Now the last thing for the back rows or the embellishment, you can use crinoline. I'm using crinoline for this design, but if you like, you can decide to say, okay, well, I don't want crinoline, let me just use my fabric to make a nice rose at the back. You can attach feathers, you can attach ready-made flowers, anything at all. Like I always say, you don't have to do it exactly as I do it. That is why you are a creative. So ensure that, because I actually saw this design somewhere too, and I'm recreating it in my own style. So do same for yourself. Now, I forgot to mention elastic. I will show you the measurements as I'm going to be using it when it is time. But right now, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to go to my sewing machine, fold this pipe into 2 equal halves, and then I close up this opening all the way. You leave the 2 sides open and turn it inside out so that it becomes a pipe. After that, I'm sure you already know how to do that. I'm just going to run through this one. So I'm going to be using my trimming here. You can use UHU or you can use hot glue, and I'm going to be wrapping each of this with this trimming. Now you can use velvet ribbon, anything at all. Just ensure that you wrap it really neatly all the way till you get to the edge right now. So I'll do all of this and then I'll show you how it looks like before we move to the next step. I've inserted my marco. I pushed the marco inwards a little so that I can have like ½ inch on this side. And what I'm going to be having left is an empty piece of fabric. So I'm going to cut this elastic like I've already done that. Okay, and then I'm going to measure this to be 4 inches, and then I insert my safety pin, and I'm going to pass this elastic into this side, ensuring that the safety pin part is facing out, because that's what you're going to use to pull it out. And I want to use this opportunity to invite you to my upgrade membership class, which I call the Vault. In this class, you're going to learn over 50 of my best selling designs. If you want premium and classic designs, that class is where you should be. You can subscribe for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. If you're interested to learn many designs, like unlimited design, and also have access to one new design every single month that you are in that class, reach out to that WhatsApp number on your screen so we can get started right away. After passing my elastic, I'm going to ensure that it touches the marker point. I pin it in place, and then I'm going to join. You see the way I'm taking my time to explain the details in my free class. Now imagine what you're going to get in the Vault. This particular class, you can join from anywhere in the world. It gives you peace of mind and access to a variety of designs. Just come in and see what we have for you. So I'm going to stitch this way, and I'll be back to show you how it looks like. Now that I've joined it, can you see how it looks? So I'm going to use that safety pin to push it out, push the elastic out like this. Ensure that it touches the edge. And then I'm going to close it up. This is what you should have at the end of the day. So this is the back of the Zara, Open Zara, and this is the front. So I'm going to fold it with the front side facing each other like this. And then I'm going to stitch it up right here. If you have a weaving machine, to make it look nice and neatly finished, just weave this part with a serger machine when you are done stitching. I've wrapped the 3 pieces. Now, you notice something about this particular one. This is the sewable boning. See how it looks like? It's not as strong as the plastic boning. Look at this plastic boning. So that means your best bet is to use the plastic boning. So I'm going to be binding all these pieces together step by step so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm using a thread just to bind this together, to tie it together. That's what I mean. Okay, tighten it like that, and then I put my second layer on each other, place it on it, and then I tie. Okay, I think I need to do that separately. So I'm going to bind them separately before I put them together. I think that's much better. Now we are going to put these 3 rings together. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to bind them together. This is what we have right here, and this is the base. So I'm going to be tacking this one just to the side, a little bit to the side, a little bit to the side of the elastic. It's looking really nice already. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'll put this aside and then move to our crinoline. So you can get like 2 yards of crinoline depending on how you want your roses at the back to be full. So the first thing you do is to tie the edge. You want to tie it with thread before you start to create your bow. Bow or roses, whichever one you prefer to call it, it's fine. Now it's time to create. Now this is my roses or ruffles or flowers, whatever you call it, or bows. And I didn't actually measure what I used, so I would advise that you just get 3 yards, okay, so that it becomes fuller. And if you have 2 yards too, you can use it. So the next thing I want to do is to tack this down. I'm just going to be tacking this down to the back right here. Okay, this is what I have right here. This is looking really beautiful. So the next thing you want to do is to cover this center part right here to hide your tacking thread, and you can use glue gun, apply some glue to any piece of flower that you have, and then just place it right down. Hold it until it is dry. Now, I also want to call your attention to this upper part right here. If you have anything showing here like thread, you can just pick any piece of flower or piece of trimming or applique like this, and then you can just use it to cover it up nice and neatly. So at the end of the day, ensure that your job comes out looking really nice and well polished. And this is what I teach, especially in the Vault Masterclass. You will see how we create designs from scratch and how we finish the job so that you can be able to charge premium fee for your product. So I'm just trying to cover up that middle part so that it's looking really nice and beautiful, and I'm good to go. I hope you have learned something new today. So chat me up on WhatsApp with that number on your screen, and then I'll be there to attend to you and give you all the details about either 6 months, 3 months, or 12 months subscription. Done. Looking beautiful, isn't it? Yes, and neat. I really love the outcome as well. I love it, and I'm going to be making this in many colors. If you have inner eyes, you will know that this is going to be a best seller. So if you are very, very smart, just key into this design and start to show your customers that you have a nice and trending design that they will love. So thank you so much for watching. Till I see, should we call this Achalugo? Hey! Okay, so let's just call it Achalugo Open Zara Cap, right? Okay, till I see you in another tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.